This video details how to apply Kemiko Stone Tone Stain over properly prepared concrete, followed by a Kemiko Fast Drying Epoxy Prime Coat, and then a Kemiko 100% Solids UVR Epoxy Top Coat to create a high-gloss, chemical-resistant, ultraviolet-resistant flooring system. Here are the Kemiko products we'll be using for this project. Neutra Stone Tone Stain, Kemiko Fast Drying Epoxy, Kemiko 100% Solids UVR Epoxy. First, sweep the floor to make sure the concrete substrate is clean and free of contaminants, such as drywall spillage, drywall dust, and dirt. Next, grind the floor to the desired surface profile. Here we used a diamond grinder to achieve a concrete surface profile CSP 2-2. Then, mask off surfaces to protect against unintended stain contact. Be sure to mask off the base of walls, doorways, cabinets, and any fixed furnishings or appliances. To create a 20-inch outer border, we saw-cut lines into the concrete using a diamond blade. Final grinding was then completed on the floor. Sweep the floor again to remove any grinding debris. Then, neutralize the floor using Kemiko Neutra to ensure a clean surface. This removes any residue that may act as a resist to the stone tone stain application. Once Neutra has been applied to the floor, allow the floor to dry completely. Now the floor is ready for staining. Kemiko Stone Tone stains are available in 10 colors. Each gallon bottle dilutes with an equal part of water to yield 2 gallons of stain. To create the outer border, we hand apply 2 coats of Stone Tone Stain in walnut using a top quality bristle brush. To avoid spatters and runs, gently rotate the brush in a circular motion while keeping it in contact with the surface. Work quickly using liberal amounts of stain on the brush. Once stain application is complete, allow the area to dry completely. Next, we stain the interior concrete space. For this larger area, we used a pump-up sprayer to apply Stone Tone Stain in Melee Tan. Avoid puddling the stain as much as possible. However, should puddling occur, do not attempt to correct it. Once coated with stain, allow the floor to dry completely. Repeat the same process for additional coats. Once stained and completely dry, the floor must be neutralized to remove excess stain residue using a floor buffing machine and Neutra Next, use a wet dry vac to remove excess water and stain residue from the floor. Allow the floor to dry completely. Then, rinse the floor with fresh, clean water. Use a wet dry vac to remove excess water and let the floor dry completely. Give the floor a final cleaning by hand scrubbing or floor buffing the entire surface using fresh, clean water. Then, use a wet dry vac to remove excess water and stain residue from the floor. Allow the floor to dry completely. Once the floor neutralizing and cleaning process has been completed, all masking and tape can be removed from the floor surface. The floor is now ready for prime coat application. We used Kemiko Fast Drying Epoxy in clear for the prime coat. First, mix the A component until a homogeneous mixture is obtained. Next, pour the B component into the A component and mix at low to medium speed for 2 to 3 minutes using a jiffy mixer. Wait 15 minutes for induction time before application on the floor. While waiting for induction, prepare a quality 3/8" nap roller cover for use by applying tape around the entire cover and peeling it off. This will remove any loose fibers and prevent them from depositing on the floor during prime coat application. Once the 15-minute induction time is complete, apply the prime coat using your prepared roller and a brush, dip, and roll process. Allow the floor to dry for 3 to 4 hours or until dry to the touch. After the prime coat is dried, the floor is ready for top coat application. We used Kemiko 100% Solid Self-Leveling UVR Epoxy in clear. Pour the B component into the A component and mix at low to medium speed for 2 to 3 minutes using a jiffy mixer. If using a 5-gallon pail kit, we recommend pouring off half of the mixed coating into a second 5-gallon pail. Then mix each pail for an additional 2 to 3 minutes at low to medium speed using a jiffy mixer. Once the top coat has been properly mixed, it is ready for application. There is no induction time. Next, prepare a quality 3/8 inch nap roller cover for use by applying tape around the entire cover and peeling it off to remove loose fibers. Pour the top coat from the pail onto the floor in ribbons. Then use a squeegee to spread the material across the floor. Next, using your prepared roller, back roll the coating to even out coverage. Allow the Kemiko 100% Solids UVR epoxy to dry 24 hours before foot traffic. After 48 hours, the floor will be ready for vehicular traffic. The top coat will fully cure in 72 hours. These times are based on ideal curing conditions. Actual curing times will vary based on temperature and humidity. Now your Kemiko floor system is complete and ready for use.